Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Hansel, and today we're going to be talking about balancing a 9-to-5 and your side hustle. If you're starting a business, doing YouTube on the side, doing freelance work, whatever it is, I know it can get overwhelming, but don't worry, I got some tips for you guys today to help you be more efficient and be able to do both. All right, before we dive in, I want to make sure I remind you, balancing the 9-to-5 and side hustle is not perfection. It's about managing your time, your energy, and also setting boundaries. So with that said and got that out the way, let's get right into it. All right, y'all, first up, I would say is time management. It's probably the most important thing on this list. So one thing that helped me out a lot is time blocking. So time blocking is when you set specific times for work, personal, and side hustle. First step, you can just start looking at your routine and see when you're most productive. For me, it's the morning time. All right, for example, if you're a morning person, it's probably best you start the side hustle before the 9-to-5. So if you start at 9, it's probably best you start at like 7 or 8 on the side hustle, knock it out so you can get time for work, and that way you able to do both. And vice versa, if you're a night person, after work, dedicate an hour or two on the side business or the side hustle, and that way you can manage your time wisely and do both. Real quick side note, if you're a multitasker, I would definitely say invest in an ultra wide where you can have both. Like if you have a 2 computer setup, if you have a work computer and your personal computer for your business, you can just put them on the same screen, work on both of them. And it's software that you can bounce around and use the same mic and keyboard. And it's just a side note, not telling you to do this, you know what I'm saying? They're just if you got that scenario or you have the flexibility to do both at the same time. All right, next, set clear and realistic goals. It's easy to get excited and overcommit to the goals that you have. For example, if you want to be more consistent on YouTube, you want to put out 10 videos per month. It's not realistic if you're working a full-time job or you have other commitments. All right, y'all, I'm gonna be real with you. Let's make achievable goals. So before you get to trying to build a whole house, you got to start with one brick. You got to start with the foundation. Start with some of those big tasks and make them smaller because you see the end goal, but it takes a lot of steps to get there. So do a lot of the small things, small wins before you get the big outcomes. Also, if you're creating content, making sales calls, producing a product or whatever it might be, make sure you break down the steps and keep track of the process. This not also keeps you motivated, but it also helps you from being overwhelmed. All right, next up, automation. So it's very hard to have a full business and work at the same time without a little bit of automation at least. So when it comes to automation, you got to really focus in and dial in on tools and processes. So firstly, you can use tools like Hootsuite and Buffer to pretty much help you, if you're in a content creation space, post for you on the social media platform so you don't have to post every day. You can just upload those all in one day and they'll post it for you. Or you can be like myself and own a content creation studio that you don't live nowhere close to, and you might have a booking in the middle of the day at the same time you have a meeting. So for example, I have a process in place where let me take a step back. When I first opened my content creation business, I had to go down and unlock the studio myself. So if I'm living sometimes 30 to an hour away, that can be very time consuming, very inconvenient for me or whatever. So what I did was I got a keypad installed into the space. And some people might say, why didn't you do that in the beginning? I have a commercial door and it's not a wood door. It's not easy to find keypads. It took a while, but I found one, and now I can put in a code from my phone so my guests can go into the space and do whatever they need to do, video shoot, videography, photography, whatever they want to do, can do it using the code. And I'm able to still do what I need to do on the side. So that's what I mean by tools and automation and making your life easier. Nobody want to just keep running around all over the city and they ain't got to. So definitely glad I did that. It was probably my best purchase, but yeah. Next topic a lot of people don't really talk about is boundaries. When you have your 9-to-5 or your side hustle, you're probably on go, 24 hours out the day. You're just trying to grow your business, do what you got to do and fit everything in 24 hours. But you need boundaries or you're going to burn out. So definitely do your job and also have some hours of operation. Don't check emails at 10 o'clock. Don't do the most at 6 in the morning. Like, give yourself your time because you're no good to anybody if you're tired, frustrated, angry, and you're not creating that time for yourself. Because yes, you have your business, yes, you have your job, but you have yourself as well. So you can spend time with loved ones, family, friends, and just enjoy your life. We're not here on this planet just to work all day long. So definitely create some boundaries. Also, even with your business, the 9-to-5 is the 9-to-5, but your business definitely have work hours. Make that clear and you're going to be good to go. Finally, last but not least, flexibility. So when you're having a 9 to 5 and also a side hustle, you definitely need to be flexible, because there's certain things that you can't shake at work, and there's some things you can be more flexible on your side hustle, or you might can't. But flexibility is key, especially in this stage in your entrepreneurial journey, because most people probably want to do their side hustle full time, some might not. But if you do, you're going to definitely have to take some time to build that side hustle up, but be more flexible to everything else that's going on in your life. Flexibility allows you to be adaptable in situations that just come up. Things might happen where you might plan, for example, if you're on YouTube, you might have a day that you want to record videos, but you have a meeting coming up at work that you have to be on. It's mandatory. So you can be flexible, hop on that meeting, and right after, go record your video, versus just recording your video, disregarding work, and you possibly get in trouble at work and affecting your livelihood. So definitely you want to be flexible. So people, remember, it's a marathon, not a sprint. The key is to stay consistent. And I'm gonna just be honest with you, life happens, but it's okay. To sum all this up, to balance a 9 to 5 and side hustle, it's all about time management, setting your goals, establishing your boundaries, and also just taking care of yourself. It might take some time to find the right balance, but with the right strategies, you can make it work. Also, if you found these tips helpful, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. So lastly, what are you guys working on? Do you have a side hustle or thinking about a side hustle? Comment down below. I love to see or hear what are you guys are into, or what are you guys are doing while we build this community. Also, if you want to look into what my side hustle is, look at this video right here. And until next time, people, peace.